Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we are going to do the quick hands-on review of the Huawei Honor 6. We have the device with us. As you can see, this is the Huawei Honor 6, which looks pretty good in terms of the build quality as well as in terms of the design. It does make a different statement as compared to other 5-inch phone which we have seen recently. So taking a look over the device, we can see that we have glass at the front and we have glass at the back, and on the edges we have good quality of plastic which has been used. This phone, even when it is a 5-inch display phone, is fairly light in terms of the weight. It is only 130 gram, and in terms of thickness as well, it is 7.5 millimeter, and even with this much of thickness, it has a 3100 milliampere battery inside, which is pretty commendable as far as design aspects are concerned. So taking a look over the back side, we have 13 megapixel camera at the back, which can record high definition both at 720p as well as at 1080p. We also have dual LED flash, and then we have the glass with the texturized design. We have Honor branding over there. The loudspeaker mesh is over there, which is a metallic mesh. It is pretty loud in terms of the sound as well. At the top, we can see that we have IR blaster on this device. We have secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat. We have 3.5mm audio jack. On this side, we have nothing, no ports, no connectivity. But on this side, we have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker. Both of these buttons are metallic buttons, and they also give you good amount of feedback. We also have this flap which can be opened, and you can actually access the SIM card. SIM card which will go inside has to be a micro SIM, whereas the micro SD card slot is over there. And this is how the connectivity goes. It is a single SIM phone. You cannot insert two SIM card into this one. Taking a look over the device from the front side, we can see that we have 5 megapixel camera at the front, which is a fixed focus camera, can record high definition video at 720p. We have a nice metallic earpiece over there, and we have proximity sensor and ambient light sensors, and we do have LED notification light as well on this device. Talking about the front bottom, we can see that the touch capacitive buttons are not within the bezel, but they are within the body of the phone, and they will take some part of the screen resolution. And this is how the UI look like. The UI which is running on this device is not stock Android. It is a custom UI which is called Huawei Emotion UI, which is running on top of Android, and this device is fairly responsive when this UI is running on top of Android. They have actually optimized the UI to make it responsive and work it with this kind of hardware. As far as hardware specs goes, it is an octa-core processor, and the chipset is coming from Huawei itself. It is high silicon chipset. When we talk about the hardware specification, let's take a look over the hardware specs which we have on this one. So taking a look over the system information, we can see that the model number of the device is H60L04, and we have ARM-v7 processor clocked at 1.2 gigahertz. It is a octa-core processor which we have on this device. It is ARM-v7 processor, and when it comes to the display, we have 1080 into 1776. Again, it is not 1080 into 1920, which it should be, because some part of the screen resolution is being taken up by these touch capacitive buttons. We have Mali T624 GPU on this device, and as far as sensors are concerned, we have all the required sensors, all the essential sensors on this device, which includes accelerometer sensor, magnetic field sensor, orientation, light, proximity, gyroscope, gravity, linear acceleration, and then you also have a pedometer sensor as well on this device, which is good. So these are the sensors which we have. Take a look over the phone dialer. This is how it looks like. Again, on this phone dialer, you can easily dial a number, but you do not have the option of making a video call. Let's take a look over the messaging application. So here we have the messaging application. On the messaging application itself, we can see that we have a keyboard, which is a custom keyboard again, and it is a swipe keyboard. That means you do have support for continuous input, and whenever you type on any of these keys, you also get a pop-up so that you can see which key has been pressed. Again, these keys are very nicely spaced out from each other, so you can easily type on this device without any issues. With this 5-inch display, I did not face any problem while typing on this device. You can always type in the landscape mode as well. So this is how the typing experience will be like. Let's take a look over the camera interface, and let's take a photo of some of the object. So we have this camera interface over there, as you can see, and this camera interface does give you a lot of options with which you can actually take better photos and do a lot more things. So we can toggle to the front camera first of all, and I can show you the view. So this is how the front camera view will look like. You can do a high definition video chat from the front camera, which is a good thing, and you can also record high definition video. You do have a beautification mode, and you can increase and decrease the beautification level as well. We do have different kind of filters as well, and you can also adjust the screen brightness in case you are taking your selfie in low light room or anything like that. So taking a look over the rear camera view, I can see some more options over there. So let me just tap over here. So we have different kind of modes supported. We have a normal mode, smart mode is also there. So in the smart mode, it will automatically adjust the exposure as well as it will focus on the specific object which is there in the center. We do have beautification mode. Watermark is also there, so you can add a watermark whenever you take a photo on this device. This is a very useful feature. And panorama mode is supported. You have support to take photos with the audio commands. You have audio note as well. You can also take best photo as well. That means best photo mode is there. That means it will take 10 photos and then you can select which one is the best and it will keep that and delete the rest. We have HDR mode supported. All focus is also there. So all focus mode actually will try to focus on each and every object which is there in the which is there in that particular image, and later on you can actually do the refocus. So as of now, if I take a photo with the auto all focus mode, I can actually later on go to that image, and if I would like to change the focus points, I can just tap on this. So I can just tap on this one and then I can change the focus point from this to this, and the other subjects will get blurred. And this is how you can actually have a refocus effect on this device, which is a very useful thing. As far as camera quality is concerned, let me just take a photo. So when it comes to high definition video recording, it is supported on this device both from the rear camera as well as from the front camera. And I can just take this photo again without the artificial light, and I have to make sure that I'm at the right distance from the subject. So I've taken both of these photos one by one, and let me just show you. So this is the one which has been taken without artificial light, and it looks like that this photo has came out to be pretty good in terms of the clarity, and color production is also very good. When we talk about this photo has came out to be slightly better in terms of details, and color production on this one is also pretty good. So both the performance of the device, both in low light as well as in artificial light, is pretty good and commendable. Taking a look over the other settings of this device, let's take a look over the version of Android. So this is how the notification center look like. One thing which I really like about this device is that it will support 4G. So this is the 4G device, and I'm not sure whether the one which will get launched tomorrow will have 4G or not, but let's see what happens. Let's take a look over the settings and I can show you the version of Android first of all. So we have Android 4.4.2 KitKat on this device, and we have 3 GB of RAM, which is a very good thing. Internal storage of the device is 16 GB, and out of which approximately 10 GB or 11.34 GB is going to be available to the user. We will show you the exact thing. The resolution on the device is 1080 into 1920, and the Huawei Emotion UI is Emotion UI 2.3. So let's take a look over the storage now, and on the storage front we have approximately 11.44 GB available to the user, to be very precise. And again, some part of the storage has been taken up by the application which we have installed. You also have support for SD card on this device, as we have already showed you, and you do have the option of changing the default storage location. That means you can actually install applications on the SD card once you insert the same. You can also move application from the phone memory to the SD card. That is also possible. So let's take a look over the manage application over there. So here we have the application which are running on this device, and I can show you the current status of the RAM. So we have around 1.7 GB of RAM free out of 3 GB, which is fairly good, and the device is also pretty responsive. You can play high definition games on this device without any issues. Taking a look over the power saving, you do have power saving options as well supported on this device, which is definitely a very good thing. Let's take a look over the information which we have for the application. So whether we can actually move applications. So in case you would like to move certain applications from the phone memory to the SD card, you have to first of all insert an SD card into this device, and then you should see the option of moving that application or the game to the SD card. And this is how the browser look like on this device. As you can see, this is the stock Android browser which we have on this one, and again it is pretty smooth when it comes to kinetic scrolling. So you can do kinetic scrolling without any issues. As far as pinch to zoom is concerned, pinch to zoom is also pretty fluid on this device. I do not notice any problem, so it is working pretty fine. When it comes to double tap to zoom also works, and panning is also working pretty nicely on this device. I do not notice any issue. So browsing experience is pretty good. You can also do browsing in incognito mode as well. As far as benchmark scores are concerned, I can show you the benchmark figures. So we have got 58.4 FPS on this device on Nina Mark, and it can actually play high definition games like Asphalt 8, Blood and Glory, and then we have played some casual games like Frontline Commando D-Day and Temple Run OZ. All these games ran fine on this device without any issues. Let's take a look over the Antutu benchmark utility and the score for this one. So we have got a pretty good score on Antutu benchmark as well, that is 39051, and this device has a very good hardware configuration, which again is coming from Huawei, which is the high silicon Crane 920 chipset. This is the processor which we have on this device. We have 13 megapixel camera, and again the kind of hardware configuration it offers is one thing which makes this device a very good performer. And the battery backup of the device is also pretty good. We have got 3100 milliampere hour battery. That means it can actually give you around 1 to 1.5 days of battery backup with moderate to basic to moderate usage. So that is how it will basically happen. Taking a look over the gaming performance, let me just play the most graphic intensive game, that is Asphalt 8 on this device, to show you the same. On Antutu benchmark utility, we have got an amazing score for this device, which is 39051, and this device competes with the other flagship phones from other brands like Sony Xperia Z2 and Xiaomi Mi 3. So this device in terms of benchmark is pretty good, not only in the application but also in day-to-day usage. I did not notice any kind of application lag on this device. This device runs almost all the application and game quite smoothly without any kind of UI issues. We have played couple of high definition games, and we will play some of the games in this particular video. Although whenever you do high definition gaming, the device will slightly get hot over here, but it is not very hot to actually make yourself uncomfortable to use it. So here we have the Ninamark score, and we have got a pretty impressive score on Ninamark on this device, which is 58.4 FPS, and this device till now has not given us any kind of problem as far as gaming is concerned. We have tried playing some heavy graphic intensive game, which includes Asphalt 8. We have also played Blood and Glory, which is also a graphic intensive game, and we have played these casual games like Frontline Commando D-Day and Temple Run OZ as well, and all these games ran fine on this device. So as you can see, we are right now playing Asphalt 8 on this device, and the game is running quite smoothly. There is no problem with the graphics, there is no problem with anything else, and I have also turned the volume to full. So in terms of graphics, I can see that the game is running smoothly. I do not notice any issues with the device. On multi-touch, this device supports around 10-point multi-touch, as you can see. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Huawei Honor 6. One thing I would like to clarify, that this device also supports OTG. So once you connect a flash drive like this, you might not see the notification happening, but you can access the flash drive. So notification is there as of now, and I can access the contents of the flash drive. OTG is also supported. So in all, I can say that this device can give you a very good performance for the price. Again, we are not sure about the exact price of this device. It should be an affordable device which will come through Flipkart. So Flipkart application is coming pre-installed. That means this device is going to sell through Flipkart, and we will see the price. So in case you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.